Like now, play it up. Whoa, look at that track. Well, I'm so tempted to go up that track. I'll turn around, I'll show you this track, what I was just talking about. Around we go. Now the track I was just talking about, this one just here. She goes up. It's just one of those tracks I think I should have someone with me. She goes pretty high up, and it's right on the side of the cliff there. So as I was just saying to you, you shouldn't play up in your car that often, but you know what? Every now and again, you can. Sometimes you just see a point where you can have a play, but you don't want to do that all the time, because you will break stuff. And if it's anything about four-wheel drives, if it's expensive for a normal car, it's always more for a Land Cruiser or any, like a Patrol or something like that. You just don't hoon. Like I'm only doing 30 Ks, and that's enough. We've got trees on one side of us, and on the other side of us we've got a cliff, like a cliff that goes upwards. You hit that at high speeds, you're going to stuff something up, and if you go over the other side, so over that side, there's a good chance you're going to roll, and that's not good for anybody, let alone your car. So just take it easy, don't be a moron. There's another track. And if you're going to go four-wheel driving, lower your pressure. There's nothing worse than someone going up here with their tyres completely hard. You're not going to get the grip. I'm in a 1HZ non-turbo, so you'll hear me gear down a lot. Because I can't keep the modem formation, yeah, you know what I mean. Can't keep the cycle going up all the way. So second gear most of the way. I'm no expert on this, but just from what I've learned, just take it easy. Come to a rocky part like this, I'm down now to 20 Ks. So here we go. Can't really see down anywhere. The mist is setting in, fog. Tell you what though, it's absolutely gorgeous. The other thing is, if you see a dip in the road and you got water in it, Don't go fast. I tell you what, when I first got this four-wheel drive, I went fast through everything. And one of the points was I felt like my engine dropped out from my engine bay. It makes you slow down a little bit. When you're up in these points, there's tracks everywhere. Like take for instance, that track. It doesn't look that steep. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you an example of how high that is. Oh, need my beanie, it's cold. That's the other thing. Take tracks, if you're by yourself, take tracks what you think you can do. If you hesitate about this, don't take it. Some tracks you need another person or a convoy of four-wheel drives. If you go together, if something happens, you've got recovery. If you go by yourself, you don't have that recovery. Like I'm just going on some simple little tracks. I'm going to go back now. And the other thing is, remember the tracks you take. Look at landmarks. Don't be going to, sometimes navigation won't give you what you want. Like, yeah, they're good and all, but at the end of the day, you need to take tracks what you think you can get up. When I get up to this point here, I'm going to hop out of the car. Oh, guess what? There's a gate. So now I have to reverse this whole track. When you're reversing, take it easy. Don't be looking over your shoulders because you have to look out the other mirror as well. Just take your mirrors and that's about it. Keep to the driver's side as close as you can to the road because right now I've got a cliff on one side of me and it's just safer if you keep to one side. If you start going around and doing stupid things, you're going to get back off the edge and that's not going to end well for you or your vehicle. And you know, when it's this cold, you're gonna really feel it come dark. The minute it's dark, you're gonna be going, oh my god, why did I do this, why did I do that? Okay, so when you're going well with your reverse, and you shouldn't have to ever stick it in first again, but if you have to, stick it in first, follow it around. So I'm going to give you the scenery I can see right now. It's absolutely nothing. My aerial's a bit bent because I went on a track and I bent my aerial, but that's okay. I don't mind because I can just fix it, just pull it forward. It's not a very good bracket. I welded it on there because I didn't like the aluminium on. That also kept bending and moving, and the best stuff you can get is the stuff you make yourself. At least you know it's going to be strong, and if it's not, it's a lesson learned. Use something thicker. Okay, so I might just go back down this way now. There's a track I wanted to have a look at. So you go away for a weekend, you have a look at a couple of tracks, you mark down in your memory banks, or you put it on your navigation of where you want to go next time you're here. And then you go, okay, well, there's a track there too. I won't take that one. So let's just go into dedication. If you're going to go in low range, dedicate 1 year. Because if you don't dedicate and you try to change gears halfway through of going up a embankment, it's not going to go too good for you. Number one rule about four-wheel driving: try not to spin your tyres. The minute you spin your tyres, it's almost like, have you heard the saying, if you swear at someone in an argument, you've lost the argument. The same thing works when you're four-wheel driving. Keep you calm, stay collected. If you're by yourself, just be very careful. Keep your mind open that something could go wrong, and think about how far you have to walk back to the campsite to find others to help you. Because if you don't have anyone, you're going to have to do all this by yourself, and I reckon that could be a pretty bad situation to be in myself. Yeah, number one rule, don't spin your tyres. Try to keep the mud out from your tyres. That's modem, just keeps you going. The mud will come out of your tyres no matter what. But if you're an idiot about it, idiot things are going to happen. If you're brainy about it, if you feel like you have to stick it in low range, stick it in low range. It won't hurt. It's what the engine and the gearbox for. To be able to get the power to go up to a point. So this is the other track I found. Just here. Let's go to the name. I'll zoom you in. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'll just drive up to that point. Change gears when you need to take off again. Now I'll zoom in for you. So I'll have a look at that track right now. I'm pretty sure I can do it in normal. Just pick your timing, give it a little bit of berries, get up to where you need to get up to. Don't go gun-ho. Like, don't put your foot straight to the floor. You'll get wheel spin. You get wheel spin, you start sliding around. If you don't know how to control your car, your four-wheel drive, you've lost it. Anyone who drifts a car learns how to drift before they really cut sick. They don't just go gun-ho. Well, some people do. So, we have a muddy section just here. Just take it easy. I'm not in low range, just in first gear. Got my foot down a little bit. Keep going. But a lot of these tracks are fire tracks, so they have points where water will build up they help you. The way they help you is if you start to lose control, you get to that point. So that's the embankment part. So I've dedicated this. I've dedicated first gear in normal range. So now I stick with this. I dedicate myself to this gear. Okay, I get to this point. I look at the situation. So just here, it gets very steep. So what I want to do, put my car in neutral, drop it down the low range, pick second gear, and here we go. So, second gear. It's a very torquey gear. First gear is always a bit, it's a little bit short. It's not a very good gear to pick. Second gear is good. Third gear, not enough torque. So here we go. We're going up, going up. The wheels are starting to spin. Lower the revs a little bit. Here we go, we're here. And always be careful with these things just over here. If you come around a bend too quick, man, you'll be in a lot of trouble very quick. So I found another truck I want to take. Just giving it a look over, find out what's there. I'll show it to you. It's also another low range gear. Now, right now it's about, I don't know, 3 o'clock. Now you have to start thinking about what time's a good time to go home. If you're in a convoy, you know, you can definitely go at night time, but if you're by yourself, you need to think about it. Do you really want to be going up hard tracks by yourself? Anything can happen. There was one point at the end there where I was coming up that hill where I felt I had to get a little bit more revs, and then you've got to play with your throttle, because if you don't play with your throttle, you're definitely going to do a wheel spin. Oops. Okay, second gear again. That's the other thing. I've never done a river crossing, but if you're going to do a river crossing, they always say at the start to go slow, and then once you get your car into it, give it your berries just a little bit, because if you don't, there's a good chance you're not going to be able to have control of your car. When you're going up an embankment, at first go slow. The minute you got your back wheels in the ditch, give it a little bit. See, this track's pretty. Here we go. Okay, before I go up, I'm going to go back a little bit. I don't want to go up there. I want to go this way. And that's the other thing. Put your brakes on and you start sliding. Go forward. And then you start sliding. So just change the position you're on. See that? Not going anywhere. There we go. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. So So now we got the full clay then. Problem with full clay, the minute it gets in your tires, you will start slipping. Then you have a water crossing like this. This is a water crossing that you have to think about. Get out of the car. It's nothing much, but you get out of your car. It may not look deep, but you got to check, because if you hit your diffs on the bottom, your wheels aren't your wheels are going to spin it, and you're not going to go anywhere. So it's a catch-22 right now. Do I go back because it is getting dark? Because when you're this high up, I'll tell you how high we are actually. I can actually see that. Turn my lights on. So we're at 950 meters above sea level. Thereabouts. So it gets darker because you're up in the hills. It gets very wet. Now I've spun my wheels out so they're full of clay now. So it's a catch-22. You turn back and try to go very slowly down the hill, because you've got clay in your tires. You're not going to have the same grip as you had beforehand, and that's a first gear low range job. You try not to use brakes at all. The minute you use brakes, you lose what you've got, and you just slide. And sliding can be a serious problem. Slide off the side, slide into a tree. Complete idiots just go straight down fast. The serious four-wheel drivers will take their time. They're not in any rush. They just want to get to their destination safely. They don't want to have to take the car to a panel beater or a wrecking yard because they've just destroyed their car. You're just going to have to take your time, go down it very slowly, and then